Hello everybody and welcome to this first episode of the Showdown Random Battle Extravaganza. It doesn't really have a name. This is going to be part of the bonus content for channel members. The first episode, which you're watching right now, is available for anybody to watch. So if you do enjoy this and you want to see more of this specific series, there's a button down below this video and every video on my channel to become a channel member to get access to more of this content. What this will be is just 3 simple, random, at the moment Gen 8, Pokemon Showdown battles where we can just like hang out a little bit and see me fail in horrible ways. So let's get into the first battle. Okay, so you cannot actually see the Pokemon down here, I realize, on my overlay. So let's go over them real quickly. I've got a Mudsdale, a Orbeetle, a Latios, a Doublade, a Tentacruel, and a Hitmontop. He started with a Steelix, which actually is a pretty decent matchup for me. Dynamaxing apparently is legal in this format, which I'm gonna have to get used to. Let's start with Earthquake, and you go into Glaceon, which actually I should have gone for the Body Press in that case. I couldn't have known, right? I don't know his team. You're definitely going to like Ice Beam me or something like that. Do I have anything to take that? I guess I can go into Tentacruel instead of the Toxic Spikes. That'll be good regardless. I mean, they won't really do much against Steelix, but he's got 4 other Pokemon still, which they will be useful against, and that is really fucked. That's a real good move. Let's see, can I outspeed you? I can definitely outspeed you. So let's go for just for 1 layer of Toxic Spikes, unless you have something that can spin them away or like defog them away or something like that. At least that will be normal poison. No, it will not be, because I thought out on the first turn, and you didn't even kill me with it. Why didn't you use another Freeze Dry, is the question. So, I've got 2 layers of Toxic Spike set up. That is really good. I just need to take care of this Glaceon now. Which, maybe Dual Blade would actually not be a bad idea, or Hitmontop. Let's see, 170 speed or 105 speed. You're going to outspeed, so, and Intimidate, which doesn't really matter because I think you're probably a special attacker anyway. I mean, we've seen you use Freeze Dry and Shadow Ball. You're a special attacker. I'm gonna go for the close combat here, because we'll outspeed. That will probably do a decent number on the Glaceon. I have to imagine. Right? Let's put on this battle timer because I don't have all day to record this video. Literally, my face cam still being recorded externally, so I'm limited to 30 minutes. That being said, if it goes longer than 30 minutes, I guess I'll just like have to resync the second part of the face cam, but I'd rather that not be in the middle of a battle as well. Okay, Protect, that is totally fair. It's going to prolong the inevitable, but it's totally fair. Let's use another close combat and see what you go into, because if you switch, you're going to get Toxic Poison, which obviously you don't want to. Unless you switch into something that can actually... Oh, you took that! You took that, didn't you? Thing is, a Sucker Punch should take you out at this point, right? A Sucker Punch definitely should take you... Huh! That is... Let's go for a close combat. Fuck you! Okay, I'm not doing very well. At this range, close combat is required again to take out the Glaceon. I probably shoot Toxic, but close combat... Okay, so Glaceon is done for. We're not doing a Showdown scoreboard, so at least we don't have to think about how this is going to impact points. We're just doing random battles with no stakes at all, just having a little bit of fun. Of course, the next Pokemon you send out is a... Pokemon that has a Levitate. Of course it is. I guess you're going to outspeed me and just annihilate the Hitmontop. Hitmontop is pretty much done for anyway. Let's see who to go into next. Your speed is about 203 if you're max speed. So Latios should outspeed you at 222. And as a matter of fact, let's Dynamax here. Let's Dynamax here because Hydreigon actually kind of scares me. And I would prefer not to have my special attack lower through Draco Meteor, if at all possible. So is that Live Orb? That is Live Orb, probably should have checked that. Very interesting to note that Live Up only does 5% of your health when you're Dynamax. Obviously, when you're Dynamax, you have double health, but It only takes 10% of your original HP, apparently. It's a little kind of neat thing, right? That I was never aware of before this. That being said, outside of the Pokemon Showdown scoreboard I've actually just like entirely not done anything Gen 8 related. I've not played the Gen 8 games. Obviously, I do not... Oh, you're gonna die. I don't own a Switch, so I haven't played Sword and Shield yet. And I have not done any competitive battling since the Showdown scoreboard, so I don't know a lot of things. And during that Showdown scoreboard, I think Dynamaxing was... Let's just use this because that'll kill it. Dynamaxing was banned, but it isn't anymore, or maybe just in random battles it isn't. It's a little bit weird. But those kind of detail-oriented things. Hello, that's a Flapple, and... Wait, what? It had a Lumberry. Oh. I still outspeed you. A Draco Meteor should... but Dynamaxing. Oh my... That still does so much damage! That does so much damage still. Do I have a priority move? I do. I do, and this will take out the Flapple. Okay, we can still win this. We can still win this first battle. Hopefully. Okay, Flapple is done for you. Wasted your Dynamax, which I'm very happy about. Well, I don't know if you wasted your Dynamax. You did take out my Latios as a result of it. Okay, so your last two Pokemon are probably both going to be susceptible to the toxic poison. Sacred Sword is going to hit you super effectively. Liquidation didn't actually do that much. And neither did Sacred Sword. That is disappointing. I guess you are... Iron Head will just do more damage. Yeah, that's stab. And you go into your water flying type. Of course you do. That actually kind of counts me fairly well. Let me think. If Doublade were to die, how am I going to get rid of Relicanth? Through Toxic? Through Earthquake. Through Earthquake. The thing is, even if I go into Orbital, that's not really going to do much for me, is it? I guess I'll see. Let's see what the Swords does. You probably don't have much to deal with me either. Okay, that actually sucks really badly. I'm back at normal attack power now, so throwing another Swords Dance, hoping for... that's going to take me out, isn't it? Because it's going to do 6%! I thought it was going to do 8. A Shadow Sneak should at least do a little bit of damage against the Mantine. That takes out the Dual Blade. We can now go into Orbeetle and maybe do a little bit of damage. You have Heavy Duty Boots. Oh, isn't that kind of useless because that blocks spikes, but you're flying anyway? I guess it also blocks rocks. It must, otherwise it's really useless on a flying type. Okay. With a little bit of lucky min-maxing, this might be the finishing blow. It's definitely not. And then you roost. Technically speaking, if you're landed, you should now be poisoned. Do I have anything on Mudsdale? Not really, I've got Heavy Slam, but... I don't think I can win this. I don't think I can, unless I land a critical hit. A critical hit is the only thing that's going to get me the victory here. At which point I won based on luck and not skill in any way, shape or form. And it also has to be a... Ooh, that's 1% left. That was the most useless critical hit. Please had given me that a turn earlier, so there's a non-zero chance that I win at this point. And more like a about 95% chance that I win, because I don't think you can take me out on one turn, and I should be able to take you... Oh, but Toxic! So close! And you outspeed me. That was ridiculously close. That was honestly a good game. Game number 2. We are starting off with a Noctowl, an Aegislash, a Grapple Locked, still don't know how to pronounce that, a Alolan Persian, a Palkia, and a Blastoise. He has got a Tornadus at the moment, which is not very great for me. Let's start off with a Heat Wave and see what you do. You're going to start out with Nasty Plop, and that's a critical hit, that's pathetic. Let's see, do I have anything to take care of Tornadus? I don't really think I do. I've got Ice Beam on Blastoise with Shell Smash. Might not be a horrible thing, but I don't really have the time to set up, is the thing. And you're not going to outspeed the Tornadus, so you might just actually be screwed already. This might be a very, very short fight. At the Power Jam, I can probably take an attack because 304 defense. Does a Alolan Persian have Fur Coat? I didn't know that. Power Gem is 80. If I Dynamax, it becomes Max Rockfall. It might honestly be needed to take care of this Tornadus at all. Was that worth it? Potentially, potentially not, but I'm not taking any risks. I want to win this fight. We lost the last fight by such a small margin that I actually want to win this one. And hope that the entirety of the episode will be under 30 minutes. Next up is a Poliwrath. I can Max Lightning you. I still outspeed. This definitely should one-shot, right? There's no reason this should not one-shot. That didn't one-shot. Don't I look like an idiot now? And now you Rain Dance. I can still Max Lightning again. You're probably gonna switch out, but honestly, if you don't switch out and I go for another move, you'll probably live. And they'll do more damage now because of the rain. And your defense is lower now, so your Poliwrath is just done for. So far so good, right? So far I'm not Dynamax anymore, and you still have your Dynamax. I do need to remember my opponent still has his Dynamax, which puts him at a... I outspeed? Oh, I Electric Terrain, but it's also raining, but beneath that is still Electric Terrain, which increases the power of my move. So Thunderbolt definitely is probably, yeah, Wishy Washy is very bulky in its big form. I don't even know what triggers it to change form. Is it just HP related? I think it might be. Your pure water typing, don't think I really have much for that anymore. Yeah, not really. Best thing I got, I think, is just literally Draco Meteor and just powering through you. Which is not a very elegant strategy, but if it works, right? Hopefully. Probably not. I like Wishy Washy as a concept. It just... I don't think it's a very good Pokemon, is it? Again, Gen 7 and 8 I'm a little bit hazy on. Gen 7 I've only played... wow. That's not a very healthy sound in my throat there. Gen 7 I've only played twice, I think. The initial Sun and Moon, and then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Gen 8 I've just not played. So I'm a little bit hazy on both of those generations. That also was not a very good... I could just use Aegislash. Do you have... You don't have King Shield. That kind of means that you're useless. Oh, you've got a Choice Band. Oh. 2 Pokemon with a Choice Band, actually. Let's go into Grapple, because Grapple can probably take a hit the best. I'm very glad that I chose Grapple, because otherwise Aegislash would have been done for. I do outspeed you. Let's Drain Punch. Let's see what Drain Punch gives us. A critical hit, which probably means he can't tell that I have a Choice Band. It's gonna give me a small advantage, but an advantage nonetheless. And you still haven't seen one of my Pokemon. Granted, I haven't seen 3 of yours, but that's about to change into 2, because you obviously do need to send out another Pokemon. And we're about halfway through this, so I think 3 battles in an episode will work. I'm trying to like, this is the first time I'm recording this. I'm also trying to like figure out the format a little bit. It might change over the weeks. It'll be a once a week kind of thing, where I maybe go back to 2 battles, or maybe just like say we're gonna do like 20 minutes and we won. The opponent just left. So I'm gonna turn on the battle timer and I'll see you when either he returns or in game number 3. There's also a fly hitting my light over and over and over again because he thinks it's the sun. Which, granted, it's a pretty bright light. My opponent decided to come back with Meowstick. That actually kind of sucks, so let's go back into Aegislash. We do need to finish this fight after all. Reflect, which Reflect is the physical one. It's a little bit too bad, but we can probably still Shadow Claw you into oblivion. And then, okay, I'm gonna set up dual screens. That's gonna be a 2-hit, but that'll be fine. Unless you go into a normal type now. That would not be good. But do I have Break on you? You probably don't, right? Okay, Yawn, that doesn't matter because you're now dead, and Aegislash is gonna get switched out next turn anyway. You've got a Mudsdale. Palkia! That's the answer to that. I've got a Hydro Pump. I'll Hydro Pump you into... You definitely got a choice band, don't you? I don't know. My Mudsdale wasn't that powerful. But that did free up my Aegislash too. Let's not send him out against an Earthquake either, actually. I can Ice Punch you. And I should outspeed, I will outspeed. Ice Punch the Mudsdale, which... Probably, do you have like a... Oh, you've got Technician. Will that actually even... That won't power up anything you have. Am I thinking of the wrong ability with Technician? Oh, that's... Man. Wait a second. If you choiced, I could just go into Noctowl. Yeah, you're definitely choiced. So... That's a nasty plot because you're definitely going to switch out this turn. Because there's no way that you're not locked into Earthquake. Noxtowl's going to win this thing for us, depending on what his last Pokemon is. If it knocks out Noctowl, obviously, that would be a bit of a shame. But he's taking a sweet time coming up with his next move, so I feel like we've got it. See, sometimes when you pay attention to the game, it actually pays for you, which I don't do a lot. I should do that more, because I could come up with strategies like these. Please, switch out. I'm trying to fill dead air here. It's kind of annoying. You can also just like hang around until you lose. That's fine with me, but if you're going to try to run out the clock on every single turn, please don't do that, because I've got better things to do. That's not true. We all know that's not true. Oh, Dynamaxing gets rid of the... That's a good point. I did not think about that, and that is a very good play on your part, sir. Or madam. Dynamaxing, that gets rid of your choice. Like, being locked into a choice. Okay, you've won this fair and square. I'm going to play this out, obviously, but you've won this fair and square. I did not think about Dynamaxing. Again, I'm not used to Dynamaxing being a mechanic that you can use in a strategic... Oh my god, that didn't do anything! And apparently, when you're Dynamaxed, you don't actually get locked in. There's no reason. There's no reason he Dynamaxed if he wasn't locked in. Yeah, I'm just dead. So that's a good game, honestly, it was. So let's move on to game number 3. He leads over the Tyranitar. We've got a Gourgeist and a Togedemaru, a Drapion, a Messamime, a Raikou, and a Slowbro. I think this is a pretty decent start, so let's start off with a Power Whip against the Tyranitar. I'm assuming he might switch out here. Or Mega Evolve is the first thing that pops into my mind. I've been playing a lot of Gen 6 through the Pokemon X Reverse Lock, obviously. So I'm thinking about Mega Evolution. It's not really a thing he can do. He does switch into Reuniclus? I never know how to pronounce this guy's name. Do I have Shadow Sneak? I have Shadow Sneak. You are done for. Wait a second, do I even need Shadow Sneak? Doesn't matter, I've got a live orb, you're dead. I don't know if I would have outspat that. I would have definitely outspat that, and I think I also have Shadow Poltergeist. Poltergeist, not Poltergeist, that's a Pokemon. Let's switch out here. I was going to Will-O-Wisp you, but that doesn't seem worth it at the moment. Psychic will absolutely annihilate a Toxicroak. Unless you substitute. In which case it will not annihilate Toxicroak. I mean, these don't get blocked by Protect, but I'm assuming they don't go through Substitute either. So there's no reason for me to Dynamax yet. I'll just... If anything... Okay, Gunk Shot... I'm also a Fairy type! I forgot about that! He's a Fairy type now. That's a Gen 6 thing. That I should have known. That I should have known. That is actually an issue. Except it's not, because I've got Slowbro, which is not a Fairy type. So, fuck you. I mean, you're going to outspeed me by quite a lot. Because it's kind of in the name, isn't it? Slowbro. But you're taking your damn time thinking about your move. Are you going to go into Tyranitar to take that attack? You are. Probably should have seen that coming. That's a risky move. If I had seen that coming, I could have used Scald, which is what I'm going to do now. That is a surprisingly little amount of damage. Gonna be honest with you, I expected a little bit more out of that. So please do... Oh my god. Can you stop switching out so much? I'm not thinking about switching a lot. I need Slowbro for the Toxicroak. I need Gourgeist for the Tyranitar. I probably can't use Raikou very well against Lantern because it might have Volt Absorb. So I'm going to target tomorrow. So Drapion. It's got Earthquake. So... And it's immune to Toxic, so fuck you. Earthquake. Which will also work against Tyranitar actually. If need be. So... Please do feel free to switch out into Necrozma. Of course. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I'll still outspeed you, and you are a Steel type. So I'm just gonna Max Quake the shit out of you because Necrozma scares me a lot. That's... I mean, I have a Raikou, which technically is also a legendary Pokemon. But I feel like he's not quite on the same level as a Fused Necrozma would be. Can you do the... that's a little too bad, isn't it now? You've got a Landorus as well. You've got 2 legendaries? That's bullshit. Guess we go for Max Darkness, just because it'll do a lot of damage and lower your special defense. And then Rock Polish. Yeah, I think I might not live another turn. I don't know what you have. But I've only got 5 minutes left, so let's make this fast. Maybe... Okay, Landorus is done for. I've seen all of your Pokemon. I still have got 2 Pokemon Secret, which gives me the smallest of advantages, but it's an advantage, and your Necrozma will be an issue. I still outspeed. So Earthquake will still do a lot of damage. That's not good. That's really very not good. I don't have anything else against Necrozma. I don't. I got Knockoff, but I think he used his item, didn't he? That does a lot of damage, actually. You'll probably take me out this turn because you do outspeed me for sure now. You Dynamaxed, Max Quake, that's Drapion gone. Do I have Sucker Punch and anything? That's pretty much my only hope at this point. I didn't think I would. Aura Sphere? It's probably not going to do anything for me, but it's the best thing I got. Nothing with Protect either. I guess I can try to... I don't even know what I could do with you. Just stall out the Dynamax, but that's not going to matter because you're going to one-shot everything I do anyway. So the very best thing I can do... I don't know, Ice Beam you. I lived that! Huh. That didn't do a lot of damage, did it? At least I stalled out the Dynamax for long enough, but... You have to get burned. You didn't get burned. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Talk tomorrow. Zip Zap or Nuzzle or freaking... Why would you even have Nuzzle on? Is that a thing that people run competitively? I kind of doubt it, but it might be these days. I don't have a clue. I've got a priority move. Didn't I just ask, do I have a priority move? Because I do. And I already used it inside this very fight. On the Reuniclus. Well... That's been the Showdown Extra Random Extravaganza Without a Name series. If you enjoyed this video, there will be more to come in the future, or if you're watching this in the future, there's already loads more for you to catch up on and watch if you do become a member, linked down below, or a button down below. The silver tier and up will have access to all of these bonus videos, as well as monthly videos of me going through my analytics, which will be a lot of fun. So, thanks so much for watching this. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all back next time. Bye.